South Carolina, Texas, and LSU. See Ole Miss, Kentucky, Alabama as well.
It's a lot of really good teams, and I was just looking at that during the break, Chad. The Sooners are going to start their first, not to get ahead of ourselves, the first SEC game is against a familiar foe, though. The Longhorns from Austin, Texas.
What a battle that's going to be.
They've done that a few times, haven't they?
Rory Harmon back for Texas this year to go with Madison Booker, the preseason player of the year. Nice little lefty drop over the top that time. There are some pieces on this team as Lidge goes about 6'4", and that height is to be reckoned with when you get into SWAC play. As we said, she had 8 points and 8 rebounds against Oklahoma in this building last year.
She did, and I mean, that was a great looking shot. Just took her time and turned around and shot it in rhythm. And I tell you what, when they start in January playing conference games, man, look out.
Williams off the mark with that 3 try.
See why they were picked second in the league. Grambling must be really good, though, because they got the nod. Lidge back at you with a little dream shake.
Look at Sahara Williams running the floor. Surrounded and ripped away from her. Lawson able to avoid Beers, but you never really do avoid her. That's a nice steal on the backside by Gordine. She'll pull it back out. And Gordine over the top of Totten. Verhulst scrapes the rebound for Oklahoma.
Number 9 right there for Peyton Verhulst on the glass.
Hasn't been her most effective scoring night, but she does so many other things. 9 boards, 3 assists. Push from behind against, who did they get? Skylar Van?
Skylar. I tell you what, I'm so sorry, Chad, excuse me, but sometimes as a player, you have, you know, Peyton made 3 threes in a row on Tuesday night, and the rim looked so big, and right now she's just fighting her way through it, but she's 1 for 8 from the field, and just sometimes you have these nights, but she's going to have a lot more nights, though, that are the complete 180 opposite, and the rim will be like an ocean, but tonight is kind of like the creek right down the street, right?
A little more so. Lynch is starting to get cooking now for the Southern team here in the final period. Got 2 buckets, 6 points on the night.
I like Lidge. She's got that nice, smooth lefty game. And I talked about the Dream Shake. She's originally from El Paso. I was going to say, you think she has any idea who Hakeem the Dream is? But
she's going to have to YouTube that one probably. Beers frees herself and converts again. She's got 20.
Let me make a statement here, and that time the Sooners just dodged a bullet. And a lot of times you tell those post players to give up position for possession, and that time Beers waited, and just that help side defense was just a little bit late. So give Skylar the assist and give Beers another bucket.
Fontenot a little strong with it. Skylar Van up to claim it for Oklahoma. Sooners 46-14 on the boards tonight.
How about that baseline whip pass right there by Peyton Verhulst? We're talking about her shooting the ball tonight, but you said it best, Chad. It doesn't stop her floor game. She just makes plays, and there's that help side defense just a little late, and you like for that post player to give up position for possession, but when it's going, Chad.
Fontenot picks up her first foul. Each team with 1 team foul here in this final period. Right back in it goes. Sahara Williams caught that ball and then whipped it inside in a split second to Beers.
Tiana Lidge is just fighting for her life down there, Chad. And I mean, again, you better pack a lunch and you better get your ankles taped extra tight, because not one possession is Reagan Beers or Liz Scott or Sahara Williams. I mean, put Skylar Van on that list. They are going to battle in that paint, and they're going to make you. That's kind of like a player you hate as a perimeter defender, a guy that just doesn't stop. He comes at you every possession. Those 4 can do it to you in the post up. They're going to just keep ducking in and keep their body on you, and at some point, man, it just wears you out. It's like getting jabbed by a boxer.
21 tonight for Reagan Beers, 12 rebounds, 2 block shots. And 3 minutes into the 4th, it has long since been decided. Might have gotten away with a little double dribble there. Lidge off the mark this time.
I like Tiana Lidge, though.
Oh, look at a beautiful bounce pass from Verhulst. And Zaya Van with a conversion.
Okay, who was that bounce pass to, though, Chad? Zaya Van?
Zaya Van, I saw it. She caught it.
That was a great head and eyes up. And give Peyton Verhulst the assist. She does it all.
4 assists for her tonight. That 3 off the mark from Harrison. And here comes Zaya Van.
Again, look, watch Reagan Beers. She is not going to take a possession off.
Van's 3 skips off the rim.
This is so good for Reagan Beers, Chad, because, I mean, she's going to keep going and keep playing right now. She's at 25 minutes. And the better shape she gets in, the better player she is going to become for the Sooners. And that's saying a lot because she's pretty darn good right now.
Nice. Sanders misfires there. Oklahoma not backing off the tempo. Verhulst finds a little bit of a seam. Sahara Williams lines up a 3. Stroke looks good, but it's only fallen once in 4 tries tonight. And a timeout. Everybody may just need a breather. 5:41 to play in this one. Timeout taken here by Carlos Funches. Peyton Verhulst. Beautiful long lead bounce pass, and Zaya Van on the receiving end.
Thanks.
What'd you get?
Oh, I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot, double calf, double sweet. Hey, did you know that Discover doubles your cash back at the end of the first year?
You are cut off.
You earn, we match.
Debbie.
Unlimited cashback match.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. The authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
In the SEC, every Saturday is a celebration. Every game, a spectacle. And it always feels like home. This is the SEC on ABC, and this is how it's done.
Well, the first of no doubt many double-doubles for Reagan Beers as an Oklahoma Sooner. This is her first game in Norman in the regular season. 21 points, 14 rebounds. She's made 8 of 11 from the field. Doing it on the defensive end tonight is Reagan Beers. Once again, she's added 2 block shots to go along with those numbers.
Well, Chad, this is what we kept talking about. She played about 28 minutes a game last year at Oregon State. But it was a different game. They played a lot in the half court, so the game was less possessions, a little slower. She's at 25 minutes so far tonight, but that 25 is a little different than the 28 that she played in Corvallis. And the better shape she continues to get into, which she will, I can't wait to see where she ends up come February.
31st career double-double in her collegiate career overall. She had 18 last year at Oregon State. She was the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year 2 years ago. Reagan Beers debuting in excellent fashion for Jenny Baranczyk's Oklahoma Sooners tonight.
You know something else she does too, Chad? We talk about how much pressure she puts on your defense. She's attempted 9 free throws so far tonight. She only shot about 5.1 last year at Oregon State. So that's another thing. These possessions, the higher possessions, that number's going to stay up around that. I would probably say 7 or 8 free throws a game she'll get this year.
Shot clock is at 5. Fontenot's going to have to get one up. She does. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Oklahoma's defense holding Southern to 23% shooting. And they have forced now 10 turnovers.
Well, when you have that lineup, as I look over at that Sooner bench right now, there's so many good players that are on the floor right now, and so many other good players that are sitting over there on that bench. So you better dig in on defense, because if you don't, Coach Baranczyk can put someone out there that will.
Midway through the 4th, it is all Oklahoma. 34-point lead for the Sooners in the season opener. It's Liz Scott, beautiful drop step, and converts it with a foul.
That is just a big-time move by a veteran player. drive it hard left, get into her body, spin off of her, and then get it up on the glass and give yourself a chance for a three-point play.
Sooner fans and teammates have been waiting to see that delivery after missing all of last season. Liz Scott produces.
Big time. Just muscled it in the basket there, Chad. Sooners are up 36.
Thanks. What'd you get? Oh, I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot, double calf, double sleeve. Hey, did you know that Discover doubles your cash back at the end of the first year?
You are cut off.
You earn, we match.
Debbie.
Unlimited cashback match.
Running your business can feel like a jungle, overwhelming and scary. But you just need the right tool. Odoo is the best software to run any kind of business efficiently. Through a sea of tasks, overwhelming paperwork, and never-ending spreadsheets. Whatever your business is, Odoo saves time to focus on what you really love doing. Try it now for free at odoo.com.
In the SEC, every Saturday is a celebration. Every game, a spectacle. And it always feels like home. This is the SEC on ABC, and this is how it's done.
Well, 10th ranked Oklahoma with a big one coming up on Friday night as they will take on the Virginia Cavaliers out of the ACC. Back for Western Carolina. Road trip up to Wichita on the 19th. And then they are headed out for their holiday tournament in Las Vegas. They're going to go play UNLV. That is not part of the holiday tournament before taking on DePaul in the first round.
Well, and then talking to Coach Baranczyk, Chad, that next day or 2 days from that DePaul game, you could end up playing an old Big 12 foe, the K-State Wildcats, who you and I had the luxury of watching that game in here last year.
I believe it's Kansas State or Duke in the second game.
Correct.
Out there in Vegas. 37-point Oklahoma lead. Nice crossover by Edwards. She'll pick up a foul. It's an 8-0 Oklahoma run. So Jenny Baranczyk shoot around earlier today. As we look at this foul on Liz Scott. Just not getting over there in front. That's 3 fouls on Scott. She said she wanted her Sooners to, number 1, establish the paint. Number 2, rebound. Number 3, guard. How have they done?
Points in the paint 46-14, rebounding 49-17, and I think they've been excellent guarding the ball at the point of attack as they go back to this little matchup zone they like to on the baseline out of bounds plays. So I would say they're 3 for 3, Chad.
I would agree. Reed's miss falls right to Kirsten Johnson.
If Coach Baranczyk's going to have any gripes, and you know all coaches do, Chad, so it will be the turnovers, though, is what I would say. Sooners are at 17 turnovers right now, and you and I talked, they have 70 points. If they cut that in half and had about 8 turnovers, they might have 85 points right now.
Lady Jaguars will back it away, run a little offense here. Shot clock under 10. Fontenot against Keys. Just got that away, rejected by Kirsten Johnson. End to end, and the lay-in is good.
How impressive is that, Chad? You block it outside the three-point line, run it down, take 2, maybe 3, I think 2 bounces, and you're shooting a left-hand layup on the other end. That is a big-time play by an athlete.
And you are not going to catch her in a foot race.
You are not. 6'3" with the speed of a 5'5" guard out there. I cut her short. 6'4".
Second chance won't fall for Sky Castro. Zaya Van, Skylar Van, Sooners' favored mode of transportation is the van.
Jump in the van right there. The minivan, Zaya to Skylar right there, which was more of a everyone jump on my back. I'm a 15 passenger in this case.
You know, this is really the first time they've played together.
It is.
And Jenny Baranczyk said You know, if you were just around practice and didn't know any better, you would have no idea they were even sisters. As we look at Kirsten Johnson's
Let's count the dribble.
and deuce.
3, but the first one was just a gather. So 2.5 bounces and just runs it down. Head and eyes up. So impressive, by the way. And Zaya right here looking like Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce right there with all the touch on that pass. And good players just make the game simple. They make it look easy. And as a freshman, I had a front row seat. I was setting my butt down on the bench over there. I wasn't in like Zaya is, but when I was in, I was moving 100 miles an hour. The game slows down as you get experience. So I can't imagine. Just think about her ceiling, because right now she plays at a veteran's pace, which is very impressive for a young freshman point guard. So, I mean, she's going to continue to get better because in her mind, in her eyes, the game will slow up. And right now, it just looks like it's coming just natural.
Yeah, it looks like it's moving at a pretty slow tempo so far.
That's what's so impressive.
Jenny Baranczyk said even with all the talent that this Oklahoma roster has, it's going to be impossible to keep this freshman off the floor.
And we see why she said that. I mean, she knows. Coaches know best. She sees them every single day, and Zaya is proving her correctly. And the Sooners come with that, not a full lineup change, but they got 3 new bodies in right now. Jones, Culleton, and Raina Scott.
So now you got 6'4", 6'3", 6'2" lined up out there. Shot clock at 5. Lady Jags get a 3 from Gordine. That's good. End to end, don't blink. Oklahoma will run right at you, but the Sooners turn it over. Taken back by Porter.
Raina Scott, such a good passer, but sometimes I always say this, sometimes natural passers like Raina, they almost get bored and they start trying things. So especially this point in the game, and that turnover number's up to about 18, a little higher than Coach Baranczyk wants.
Again, Lady Jags play the shot clock down to 5, and now they'll go to work. Excellent defensive rotations. Just the 3 is a little bit better from Deshante Edwards.
That time the Sooners, I thought, played excellent late clock ball screen coverage and defense by switching, but Edwards just a tough shot.
Easy money there for Kirsten Johnson. Able to catch it over the top of the 5'9" Aaliyah Fontenot.
Well, as a defender, you don't want to fish and miss. That's what they call that when you take that gamble in the post. You fish and miss, you give up layups, and that is what happened.
I think fishing is mostly missing. You only catch one about every 1,000 casts, Pooh.
And you are a professional, not fisherman, but you know a few things about fishing, Chad.
I've seen a little bit of it. Hard drive here by Gordine. Got trapped and had to give it away. Porter, no. And there's Kirsten Johnson with the in-traffic rebound. 1 minute left. Aubrey Jones will hoist one. She's been great at that throughout the course of her collegiate career. She's made 181 career threes. Just think about that. That's a player coming off the bench. She's a few spots down the bench. She's made nearly 200 threes in her college career.
Just a great weapon that you can bring in. I mean, think about it. She let 4 of them per game fly last season, where she played a little under 17 minutes. But when she tees it up and gets her elbow under, everyone sitting on that bench thinks it's going in, Chad.
See the other of the 2 Oklahoma freshmen, Kaya Smith. Oklahoma City Putnam West High School was in. This is her with the ball. Impressive opener for Oklahoma against a team that came into this building and won last December in a stunning upset. But Oklahoma would win 12 out of its next 13 en route to a second consecutive Big 12 title. It has been all Oklahoma from Jump Street here tonight. They led 10-0. Jones lets fly. Nope. Shot clock is off. And Oklahoma's going to be 1-0 and looking very much the part of a top 10 team in the opener, Pooh.
Not a lot you can say, Chad. Again, as a coach, coaches always find something. That turnover number was a little high, but outside of that, man, did these Sooners come to play.
Clock is going to run out after that 3 ball out of the corner, and Oklahoma wins it by 32. The 44 points allowed tonight are the fewest allowed by the Sooners since Jenny Baranczyk arrived as head coach, now beginning her 4th season at the helm of the Sooners. And there you see it was 45 against Northwestern State in November of 2022. As good as the offense was, who was the defense every bit as impressive tonight?
More impressive, Chad. They held this opponent tonight, the Lady Jags, to 26% shooting for the entire game. And I mean, they just never let their foot off the gas pedal. And I'm talking on the defensive end. And that defense triggered and created a lot of that offense that we saw tonight. But just a 1 through 5, 1 through 12, however you want to call it, a great job by the Sooners on that defensive end.
Reagan Beers has her first double-double as an Oklahoma Sooner, 21 points, 14 rebounds for her. She was impressive on the defensive end with 2 blocked shots as well. And Oklahoma places 3 players in double figures. Sahara Williams, 19 points and 6 boards. And Skylar Vann added a dozen and 7 rebounds to go along with it. Oklahoma able to out-rebound Southern 54-21. Skylar Vann there, 7 of those Sooner rebounds tonight. Going to be joined courtside by Jenny Baranchak and Sahara Williams. But let's have a look at those final numbers. Dominant Oklahoma shooting 48% from the field, holding Southern to just 26%. 3-point field goals, 3 for 22 for the Sooners. Look at the rebounding, plus 33 in that category. Oklahoma 15 points off of turnovers, and points in the paint, a 52-16 advantage. And we are joined courtside now by head coach Jenny Baranchak and Sahara Williams. So you said to us pregame today, I've got it written here, establish the paint, rebound, and guard.
I should have said shoot the 3 better.
Okay, next time.
And maybe shoot free throws better.
Next time, okay.
Darn it.
Yeah.
My bad.
What'd you think overall? I mean, as an opener?
You know, honestly, what you kind of forget as a coach when you have an experienced team is it's the first game and you got to kind of get those jitters out a little bit, and you kind of forget that because you're just screaming at everybody to get in position. But what I feel like we did a really nice job of was that when the pace wasn't a certain way, because there were a lot of dead balls. And so I think that slowed it down. I think Southern did a really good job of like running through all of their stuff. And I actually think that we guarded pretty well. Really until those last couple minutes of the game, I thought we did a really nice job. So I was really proud of the way that we started defensively. And then you could see that we're getting better offensively in just our movement. But the ball will go in a lot more than it is. I think we were kind of a little tight in that area.
Sahara, what'd you think of it? How'd you feel?
I thought it was great. Like Jenny said, first game jitter, so the first half was a little shaky. But I think we definitely got better tonight. I think defensively we were pretty solid. I think offensively this was a game where we could work on our tempo and our pace and the things that Jenny has been challenging us in practice. And I think today was just a good day to showcase that. Good home season opener.
Idea that this team came in here and won last December at all in your mind coming into this game?
To be honest, a little bit, but not as much. We were very confident this year in the team that we had and the work that we put in, and just coming out and winning and playing our game.
Reagan Beers, excellent double-double here tonight, Coach. Had a couple of block shots. The defensive end, you have the feeling and feel like this team can be really good defensively. Are they where you want at this point?
Angles on defense are really good, and it provides a little bit more one-on-one coverage on the interior, and so it allows everybody to guard a little bit better. But I think Sahara's taken a huge step defensively in being able to add that every day in practice. I think Lexi Keys does an incredible job of being able to add that intensity every day in practice, which is making everybody get better. But even the third quarter, I don't think we came out as sharp as maybe we wanted to, but I thought Sahara did a great job of being able to really spark that energy. And so then it's fun to be able to see Peyton get a couple deflections, and then you see Skylar really starting to get into play, and she's guarding guards. I mean, that's not easy for our bigs. We're a bigger team this year. We're a longer team, so to guard that many guards is not an easy thing to be able to do, but I thought we just did a much better job.
What do you feel like has been your greatest area of improvement from your freshman year to your sophomore year?
It's still going. It's game one.
We'll find that out.
Game one.
We'll
Come
find
on.
that out. That's a hard question.
Way to go. We got to keep her humble.
I'm sorry
Don't
for
want to do that every day.
I won't ask the pointed questions anymore. Hey, congratulations on the win. You got 3 days, and then Virginia comes in here to tell you guys went out and were able to get a win at Charlottesville last year.
Yeah.
they're a great opponent. It's going to, I mean, having an ACC team be able to come in on your home floor, and that's going to be really big for us. It's going to be really important. They're a great matchup for us. They're a very, very good team, and we were lucky to get away with that one last year. So again, you don't focus on last year. You keep learning, you keep getting better, and you keep really focusing on yourself. So we're going to find a lot of areas of improvement for us, but we'll be ready when we get to step back on the floor on Friday.
Certainly a good start, Sahara. Congratulations, Coach. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks so much, Boomer.
Oklahoma will take on Virginia. 8 o'clock is the tip-off there. We got to roll out of the way because the Sooner men are going to play Lindenwood coming up here in about 45 minutes to an hour at the Lloyd Noble Center. Oklahoma wins it tonight over a very good Southern team that's got a chance to be in the NCAA tournament. For Pooh Williamson, I'm Chad McKee, reminding you all games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.